and welcome back to the We Chillin' Podcast. I got my co-host, my boy Agent, and that boy Money
Hi.
Peas.
Hello.
Hello, I'm so dead inside. All right, so anyway, we here to talk about some good old stuff that's been happening so far. Me and Agent been enjoying the Cyberpunk DLC
Mm-hmm.
and rework. I'm not gonna hold that rework
Mm-hmm.
messed me up. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, yeah, I can't
It's
wait to hop on
beautiful.
the game. I was like, yeah, I'm not restarting my character. Hops on the game, restore all your stats. What? I was like, God dang it!
Fix the UI. Did other stuff.
I actually didn't do
Johnny
that.
Silverhand's 30% less of a dick. No, I'm joking, but
Less of a dick. In order to do that, they had to take some of his dialogue away.
oh yeah. Yeah, but like I very much am loving this rework of Cyberpunk so very much, and the fact that it's like a spy thriller DLC that is just up my alley, and I am it just makes my brain go burr.
What the fuck? I'm done. Well, I can't even say I blame you because I actually do enjoy it too. I've been playing it since Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been like, bro, every day I've been playing it, and I'm trying to beat it. And bro, it's longer than I thought it would be. So like, I spent all day Wednesday playing it. I was like, bro, why is the DLC so fucking long?
Well, I mean, yeah, because I watched the review and somebody said even the gigs are now like up to like 10 to 15 some minutes with a lot more depth and dialogue instead of I left my coffee at home, but there's 9,000 mercenaries there. Do the job.
9,000, nigga. Who the fuck doing that? 9,000.
No, I don't know. It's just
I don't even want to imagine that, bro. Just 11,000. Now that sounds fun. That does sound fun to do, though. I'm not gonna lie, because I be you get into gunfights all the time in Night City, but
Mhm.
I noticed in Dogtown, like a lot of people, it's just on site with them. Cause
Mhm.
I was running through the city, right? I wasn't even like in no territory or anything. I was just running, and there was just like three people chilling. And you know how you get that like notification you're about to get spotted.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in combat. I was just free roaming, and them niggas was like, "Yeah, we see you. Pull out the guns, bro. What's up?" I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "Well, I guess y'all niggas gotta die," and therefore, and they died. It was just so out the blue. I was like, "Bro, I wasn't ready for this at all. I was just chilling. Y'all walked up on me."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they made it so they updated the game so much that when 2.0 dropped, they made it so you the specs on your for how good the game looked changed. They're like, yeah, bro, you want to get the best quality of the game, you could have upgraded your PC. I'm like, who doing all that? Because they ain't gonna be me. I'm not doing all that. Not right now, anyway.
Right.
Because I'm like, y'all didn't need to update the specs, but okay, cool.
I don't know. Like I said, there's not anything really from the DLC yet that has made me go ew.
Yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed the DLC so far. Even the choices that they make you do that you get to pick, I enjoyed.
Yes, I think the most intense choice so far. No, I'm joking.
I was about to say, look, you ain't get there yet, so you ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. And I like all the characters. I really like Reed. I like
Which one? Idris Elba.
Idris Elba's whole character.
Yeah, Reed. I like his outfit. I was like, bro, if I could steal your outfit, I think I'd be set for the game.
And like it's a coat similar to his coat, like just
But
in
it's
game.
not the same, bro.
Yeah,
I need that exact coat.
it needs to be his.
It don't okay. It don't need to be his, but shit, I won't want similar looking to it. Shit, I
Look,
won't.
ever since the era of Fallout and Skyrim, you have to understand that people will murder somebody in cold blood to get they fix. To all my Fallout 4 people out there, you remember Maxon's coat.
I'm done.
You you know the atrocities you did to the Brotherhood. Not that I like them niggas, but
I'm done.
The NCR all the way. Anyway, continue.
It's
Ammo
Ew.
Railroad.
I'm not gonna lie,
First
he do
off,
got a nice coat.
you ain't gonna diss the Brotherhood like that, because
I look.
the Brotherhoods were the goat. Nah, hold up, because the Brotherhoods were the goat in 3, and in New Vegas, the NCR were pussy, and they were like, oh yeah, we gotta jump the Brotherhood just to take over one base, and they still took mad losses over that base. So you ain't gonna diss the Brotherhood. And
I
4,
don't
no one
like
likes the
Fallout
Brotherhood.
4's. I don't like
No,
Fallout
yeah,
4's Brotherhood.
exactly. But you say NCR for the win. NCR ain't in brother. They ain't in Fallout
I
4.
just like
They,
the
nah,
NCR.
nah.
I didn't diss Matt Manera and them, did I?
Yes, you did, bro. You spit on that nigga's face, bro. I had enough.
Look, and let's be real. The only reason that Brotherhood is in that situation in the first place is because of
The
what's his
NCR's greedy attitude.
no, nigga, the Elder Elijah. Let's be real. Elijah like almost led the downfall of that chapter of the Brotherhood.
Yeah. And then that's when you met Veronica, a real ass individual, and us like, hey, we gotta do better.
Look,
But at the same time, I can't blame them niggas for leaving. I can't blame them.
exactly.
I mean, you got a whole NCR Ranger legitly spawn watching their base, so they can be like, yeah, they're back out again.
Look. I like. At least we can agree on this. You like the Brotherhood, and I get that. I like the NCR, and you get that. At least we're not like the niggas that like the Legion.
I forgot them niggas exist.
Exactly. So at least we can have a peace like a peace treaty on that.
That's very true. I just didn't agree with NCR tactics.
No, but let's be real. The Brotherhood had their problems with the whole idea that they needed to be so secret and not let people go up to the surface like that. And the NCR spread themselves too thin, and because of red tape and bureaucracy, there was a lot of corruption on the inside.
Yeah,
They both had their flaws, but neither of them were fucking slavers.
that's very true.
What do you feel about this?
I'm stay out of it because I ain't played that much Fallout.
That's understandable.
I played a good portion of Fallout 4 and I played a good portion of Fallout New Vegas. But granted, both on the PC and Fallout New Vegas was crashing on my PC.
So, understandable. We're not gonna jump you for it.
Now we are.
Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, my boy.
Put your hands up, bro.
Oh.
Beat the game.
I'll try, but don't crash these nigga. Don't crash this.
We beat the game, Nick.
We're talking about different factions real quick, right? I need y'all's opinion on something real quick, right?
All right.
You all played Skyrim, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
What did you side with? Like Stormcloak, Imperial, and then after that, what other like subgroups did you become a part of? Like the Thieves Guild, the Companions.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I played the game. I ain't get that far in it.
Really? Okay.
I owned it on Xbox. I ain't get that far in that motherfucker though. And some people like, bro, you played it on Xbox. You played it on PC. Well, nigga, look. I ain't feel like rebuying the game. So
how about you, money?
Oh, who was it? Oh, crap, I forgot. It's been so long, dude. I ain't have an issue with the Empire. It's just that low key the game kind of pushes you towards they are the bad guy when they're really not, and I kind of just didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I very much was just pro Stormcloak.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Which is funny due to the idea that I was a Redgar, so it was just me as a foreigner being like, Skyrim's for the wait a minute. I'll apply in this group.
But at the same time, that's good. It's good storytelling wise.
Yeah.
Because you're just the unlucky guy that got hit with it. It was just, I think it could have been done just a little bit better. Because, I think it's just like, okay, oh, they're wrong. Like they're wrongly gonna arrest me for no reason. Like, what did I do? And it's just like, oh yeah, guess what?
You gonna die.
You gonna die. It's like, what? What am I gonna die for?
you with these terrorists, essentially.
It's like, bro. Then the classic line, you're awake.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, at first, young and dumb me was just sort of like, yeah, Stormcloaks, but then after a while, and after really getting my fucking like knees into the fucking uh the lore and everything, I was just like, oh wow, they're
Really bad people.
They're not nice campers.
These people are terrible.
Yeah.
And
Granted,
they're mad racist.
Granted, I see where the Stormcloaks are coming from, but at the same time, maybe Ulfric shouldn't have just walked into a high political office and shouted a man to death. What's another game with a lot of choices?
Shit, Starfield.
Yeah, I really want to play Starfield. I really want to play Starfield for the whole. I love space. I love sci-fi. I love that whole aspect of things. But I don't have a strong computer or laptop.
Bro, I was playing. That took over my life for like a couple of days, and then the DLC for Cyberpunk dropped, and then Cyberpunk took over my life again. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, and the worst
part is,
such a bad month, a bad set of months for my wallet. Baldur's Gate, the Phantom Liberty, recently got Remnant, and then I found out last night. I think the new Assassin's Creed game, Mirage, is coming out the 5th, and I'm like, I don't have any more money.
It's called Broketober for a reason.
Oh my god.
Shit, you think that's bad? Me and Alex talking about buying UFC 5, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man, of course.
What the fuck else was about to come out? There's another game getting ready to come out. I forgot what it was. But I gotta save some money between UFC 5 and Spider-Man for fucking Naruto and Like a Dragon Gaiden.
Wait, what's the Naruto game coming out?
Naruto Storm Connections?
Is this like a Naruto into Boruto then to something else situation?
It's just Naruto to Boruto Connections. It's a Storm game, so you don't really gotta worry about too much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, it's coming out.
As long as I get to throw hands with the village hidden in mist. Ah! No, anyway.
Damn. You got a problem with the niggas, folks? What the niggas do?
Cloud all day, every day.
You gonna be out there fighting fucking Zabuza and shit.
Just some random motherfucker fighting Zabuza. I'm not even a main character. Just like, who is that guy fighting Zabuza? Oh, he just owns a sushi stand.
Sushi stand. Oh my goodness. Apparently Zabuza back in the day was a beast. So I was like, hey.
You know, I sort of wanted to see a little bit more of back in their, not really their youth, but just when they were doing a lot more.
What?
In Fume? In Fume? I can't remember names of Naruto anymore. The nigga that's a samurai. He fought Hanzo.
I know you're talking about.
And yeah. Because I remember they had their big fight during the whole, like, when everybody was getting resurrected. And...
Yeah, in my eyes, the only reason I'm going to call him a bitch is because of the fucking Storm games.
Oh, Hanzo?
Not Hanzo. The samurai nigga.
Oh, what? Oh, what's up?
The only reason I call him a bitch because the fucking Storm games. Oh, your friend got his that fucking transformation shit. The Awakening, that's what it was called, Awakening. He got his Awakening. He's gonna spam the fucking jutsu. Oh my goodness. He spammed the fuck out of it. It's boom, you get, and it was so fast, bro. Like, if you weren't ready, you just got hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the animation, bro. The animation. It's like you got cut by an anime character for real. Alright, he slices through you, puts the sword back in, sheaths the sword back. Boom, you dead. Hey, what the fuck, man? I had to wait through that whole animation.
And then the entire time while you're waiting there, just he tagged out, and now you have fucking zombies are coming at you.
Oh my god, nah, the whole fucking
Yeah.
animation, bro. I used to get so pissed because I had to sit down and wait for the animation to end, and it was just like the anger would just build inside me while I'm waiting for the animation to be over. Granted, the animation is probably like 4 seconds, 3 seconds. It's like a really short animation.
But still, in the heat of combat, it's 30 years.
Bro, and then it pisses you off so much because you just spamming this shit. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. What I really want them to make though is a Code Vein 2. That's one thing I do want.
Really?
Yes. Code Vein is the first Souls-like game that I ever beat. And that's because I was determined to beat that motherfucker. I said, no, I'm going to beat this game. I spent $60 on this shit. This nigga told me to buy it. I was like, no, I'm going to beat this motherfucker. I don't care how difficult it is. And I set my sights on it, and I beat it. Granted, I had to get some backup every now and then, but I beat it. And there's nothing like beating a Souls-like game and then helping your friend go through it.
Oh yeah.
And you're overpowered as shit.
You just one punch and everything.
That's what it feel like. My friends is mad because they're like, why the fuck are you so broken, bro? Like, it's funny. I'll beat a game and then like my friends get mad that I'm like broken as shit. Bro, why are you so broken, bro? We trying to do this shit. We trying to have fun.
It's called progression.
Like,
okay, wait, hold up. Okay, hold up. There's a difference between Dead Rising and that fucking whatchamacallit game, Soulsborne game. That's a Soulsborne.
Code Vein.
Yeah, Code Vein.
I was talking about Code Vein at first because I was broken as shit in Code Vein. Bro, why you like, defeat me? Now the funny thing was, I still died in Code Vein. Like I wasn't invincible.
Right.
But fuck it, if he wasn't about Dead Rising, well, let me tell you something about Dead Rising. Dead Rising 3, I beat that game, and then I kept playing it, and the max level you can hit is 50 in Dead Rising.
Right.
So at level 50, I could literally punch a zombie, and it would die. I'm not joking. So I was like that motherfucker just making shit. It's like, oh yeah, bro, we're level 50. All right, let me just grab this and this. I can make anything out of it. So I remember I was playing with my friend Mohammed, and this nigga he started a challenge. Granted, I wasn't level 50. I had to start over. So I'm like probably about 2 to 3 levels ahead of him in like in game, right? So we start playing, and he started this zombie killing thing. I was like, yeah, kill like 5,000 zombies for gold or some shit. And he's like, all right, cool. Now at the time, I didn't tell him, but I was on the motorcycle with the fucking steamroller on the front. And so he started it, and I see a group of zombies. I ran them over. We got bronze and silver off the rip, just like that. And it was 2 seconds into the challenge. He was like, damn, nigga.
You're just a little too powerful.
I was like, what did I do? Hey, bro, we already got bronze and silver already. Bro, look, bro, let me tell you something. I'm on like one of the strongest car vehicles in the game, bro. You can't be mad at me for that. And then they was like, nah, bro. Rick, you broken as shit. You broken as shit. It's funny because I was broken to the point where I just show them stuff that I could do. Like, they always have like a Mega Man reference in Dead Rising games. So they gave me this Mega Man blaster. I said, hey, watch this. And I shot it, and I killed like, I think like 200 zombies off of like one shot.
Oh, dang.
And they were like, nigga. Now, granted, you have to beat the game on like the hardest difficulty to get that. I think you have to beat on the hardest difficulty. I think you unlock the Mega Man outfit. So if you beat it on Nightmare difficulty, you get the blaster. So I'll say, shit, I'm gonna show y'all something. But yeah, being overpowered. I like the progression feel. At first I was like, bro, I don't feel, you don't feel that strong playing certain games. Like Dying Light 1, when you first start, you feel like really weak and really slow and all that. And then by the end of the game, you're just a parkour god.
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all know that there was an Easter egg in Dying Light 2 for Resident Evil that they had to change the names of the people because fucking Capcom got mad at them?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, in Dying Light 2, there's a side mission where you gotta help a guy named Leon, right? And he's like, yo, I need you to help my friend Chris because he's stuck somewhere. So you go find Chris. He's a zombie, so you gotta kill him. So you grab his dog tags, right? And then you go back to Leon, and now he's a zombie, so you kill him too, right? And you grab his dog tags. These niggas' names were literally Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield. And Capcom was like, "No, motherfucker, change that. Hell no."
Let's be real. Let's be real. Some niggas ain't dying in that universe. They're not dying in that universe.
They're thriving.
You're not wrong.
They will have the time of their life in that universe.
Bro, it was just so funny. And like Leon was talking to I forgot the main character's name in Down Light too. And he said, yeah, Chris punched through. Like he punched through a wall or some shit.
Oh, the boulder.
Yeah, they're making a reference to the boulder punch. So they when they changed the names, they changed Leon's name to Leon Kennedy, some shit like that. They added like extra letters into the name, and then they changed Chris Redfield to Chris Bluefield. And I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, I'm not mad at it, but like, I was like, bro, that's hilarious. Oh, that shit was funny. But, you know, that's about my gaming Easter egg news for the day. I ain't got nothing else to think of for that. But I will say, a game that I have found that I just go back to every now and then if I ain't got nothing to play is Bomb vs. Cyberpunk.
Really?
Yeah. Bro, so when I was a kid, I loved Jet Set Radio Future. And they were like, oh yeah, here 20 years later, here is Bomb vs. Cyberpunk. And I was like, okay, let's see what it's talking about. And I saw the trailer. I immediately was like, bro, I gotta get this game. Granted, the first trailer, I believe, came out in 2020. And I was like, bro, I can't wait for this game to drop. 3 years later, it drops. And I've been on that game heavy, boy. Like, I had the point where I'm just like, I'm about to get all the achievements. I'm only missing 2 achievements. I'm like, bro, I just want to get all the achievements, bro. I just want to complete the game. Cause actually, I like the game that much. It's a short game. I think you'd be in like 7 hours, 8 hours. But you don't really play. You don't really play those games for the story entirely. You usually play those games because you like the game. Like they're that fun. You like the gameplay. So I'm not gonna say I need to hop back on the game, but I probably will eventually. I might just do that. I might play that one day for the podcast. That'd be the video for the podcast. But one day. But you know, I was watching, bro. I have a hard time watching people play a game that I'm like good at, and they suck at. I have a hard time watching that. I don't know. Some of me just like, bro, you just fuck it up, bro. You need to do this instead of that. Come on now.
I think that is a normal feeling people have nowadays when watching Let's Players.
Yeah. Usually I try to... If I watch a YouTuber play a game, it's usually a game I haven't played. Usually. Or like, if they're playing a game I have played, I just want to see their decisions. You know?
Yeah.
A game like Bomb vs. Cyberpunk is like more of a game like, hey, you need a certain level of skill at certain points in this game. And I'm not going to say all the time, just during certain parts.
For me, you know what that is?
What?
Motherfucking, what's it called? Walking Dead games. Well, any Telltale game, I cannot watch anyone else play it.
Really?
It depends on who I'm watching it, because some people are just like, what's his name? Lee needs to encourage Clementine to do better today. Then picks the option. Lee walks up to Clementine, picks her up, and puts her into a full fucking full Nelson. Drop kicks her.
What Walking Dead game are you playing?
No, but what I'm getting at is just the absurdity of how some people pick shit in situations like that.
Oh.
And that's what drives me crazy about some games, where it's just watching somebody just be like, oh, yeah, I could just be nice to the girl and everything, but I think I'd want to just send Clementine outside with a single handgun and 1 bullet and tell her to kill 9 zombies.
Do it right now.
You know, it's like what's the worst that could happen? I mean,
What's the worst? Like a lot. A
you're just
lot.
coddling her. You're coddling her.
That was you. Bro, you just sometimes. But that's hilarious. I can watch people play The Walking Dead. It's just the sections in between set pieces that kind of bug me.
Oh.
For example, when you're, well, I'm gonna take it back to like episode 2 of season 1, I believe. When you're at the pharmacy,
Uh-huh.
and you know you gotta get people to, you gotta get, what the fuck was it? You had to get the keys to the pharmacy.
Yeah, you had to get the keys to your pharmacy, and it was like on your dead brother.
Yeah, and that whole thing of like going places to go talk to people and do shit, like that whole thing of doing that was so annoying to me to an extent that I was like, man, who the fuck is gonna do all this? So I don't got a problem watching people do it, but I hit the point now where I'm like, all right, I know what to do. The video is probably like an hour plus because they don't know where the fuck they go and who to talk to. So I'm gonna just skip all that.
Yeah, I know, and that sounds so stupid for me to be like, well, that's why I don't like it, but like that's what it is to a degree. It's the idea of watching something that you know very much a lot about or have an idea of what to do, and watching someone else be like, the power's off, but we need to turn it on, and there's a battery next to me. I'm gonna stick this fork in the fucking outlet and just see what happens. You know.
I was gonna say more like I was watching Berlizzi play Batman Arkham Asylum a long time ago, right? Like I say months on months. I say earlier this year, right?
I'm gonna get us hated.
Yeah, I sure am. But I was watching him play it, right? And he hasn't. I think he stopped playing the game for like 2 months or a few weeks, right? And you're not going to remember the controls that well unless you just know that game, right? He hasn't really been playing Batman like that. So when he was playing it and he forgot the controls, I said, okay, that makes sense. You haven't played the game in like 2 months, And then he got so fucking mad. He destroyed his own controller. And he had like a Berlizzi controller. Berlizzi themed and all. And he broke the controller and said, man, fuck this game, bro. This game is so fucking stupid, bro. Fuck this game, blah, 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 blah. I was like, how you gonna get mad at the game because you forgot the controls? How much does that make? I was like, bro, I can understand being mad at the game. I can see the game bullshitted you. You forgot the controls. That is not the game's fault. But he destroyed that controller too. I'm not gonna lie. And then he was like, bro, I better not hear anything else about the Berlizzi controller. Or something like that. I was like, what the hell? You gonna destroy it and say, yeah, y'all better not bring it up again. I was like, alright, well, shit. It never existed. Yeah, I don't got no problem with Berlizzi. I just wanted to mention that one time because I was like, damn, like I love the Batman games, bro. Why are you so upset? You forgot the controls. It happens. Like you don't gotta be that mad at the game.
That's how I am with some people about Fallout. I'm just like, just take it easy. Just take it one for the fucking time.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you ain't played the game in like 2 months, nigga. Like, you that bad that you ain't played the game in 2 months because you forgot the controls, bro? It's okay. Now, originally when I first watched that video, I was mad as shit. I was heated. Like,
oh yeah,
I was beyond pissed. But after like a while, like sitting on it, I was like, bro, he really ain't know. Like, I can't be mad at him for that. He really didn't know. And so I let it go. I was like, bro, he didn't know. He didn't, he forgot the controls. I can't be mad at him for that. That's human. You ain't played the game in like 2 fucking months. You gonna forget shit.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any stories like that where they're like, bro, I can't stay and watch this YouTube play this shit?
Really? No.
I watched Markiplier play something one time, and like I love Markiplier. There's nothing against that man. I think he's
It's hated, huh?
Huh?
What we get hated for?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I could never
Because
win.
those are YouTubers niggas are willing to die for.
You're
That's
not
what. Oh,
wrong.
you gonna get hate. Oh,
You might not be wrong.
oh. They,
No, all
I'm
I'm
like,
saying is just like it was something that it was a like a game that I was really into, and I was watching him play it, and like I get that, I get that he was being goofy about shit. Yeah, no, I understand that, but there's always that underlying gamer in you that's just like you're doing the wrong thing. you know, it's like watching someone. It's like watching someone play Call of Duty, but they've never played a first-person shooter, so they're doing the awkward move, then they turn, then they fire, then they move again. Like it's not fluid movement.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that.
Yeah, I can see why, but that's hilarious.
And I'm just over here like it just drives me up a wall sometimes.
Depends on what they playing. Like if I really love that franchise, like the Batman Arkham franchise, then like I will be driven up a wall. Like bro, what the fuck? Anyway, but but if it's like just if it's for the same reason for like why I believe he forgot, I can't be mad at that. He ain't played a game in a while, so can't be mad at it. But that shit was funny though. I better not hear nothing about the fucking Berlizzi controller back. Y'all better not say
Jack and or shit.
That shit was funny. Y'all better not hear nothing about the fucking Berlizzi controller.
How did they see me?
This nigga.
I'm like I said, I'm game hopping right now, and I'm on Metal Gear because I need to finish it. I got really into it, and then I came across a mission, and it killed. When you get that one mission that kills your drive.
Yeah.
I had that happen, and then God darn, they just blew up the truck.
wait, hold up. Which Metal Gear?
Probably 5.
The Phantom.
Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna finish that game, B.
It's
Yeah,
funny. I was
that's a
going
long
to.
game.
I was going
That's
to.
a long game, dude.
I hit this point that I'm like, bro, I'm so fucking pissed. It just got annoying, bro. Like, okay, I'm not nothing against the game, but this mission they had me doing, I was like, bro, I just can't. I was having fun, and they like, all right, bro, fuck you. I was like, oh, okay.
I think for me, Phantom Pain has become one of those games where it's like, how do I put it? You're playing it seasonally, practically. Like it gets to a point where you just come back to it, you play a bit more, and then like 6 years later, you finally beat it because you just been mucking about in it for so long.
I'm dead.
Like that was sort of like what I was doing with Cyberpunk. Like I got to the final mission, but I didn't want to continue, so I just kept. Oh my god! So I kept I kept playing it, and I kept just doing gig after gig.
That's what I was doing, bro. So fun. I just felt like playing it. I literally just felt like playing it one day, so I just kept doing a bunch of bullshit gigs. And then I was like, oh, I'm at the final mission.
Yeah. I know Dragon Age Inquisition. That's what that game was turning into for me. But at the same time, I've been playing Baldur's Gate, and that has been just absorbing. Not absorbing my life, but like if I want to fall back to something and play, I'd start playing that again.
Mm-hmm. Well, can't say I blame you.
Yeah, I mean, I like D&D. I am a nerd. It scratches that itch, just like how Cyberpunk scratches the other itch.
Done with you.
What? I mean, but it's the truth.
I guess. But anyway, so on to the next topic because we need to push forward. Give birth.
Oh.
That fucking dumbass shit Delirious said a long time ago. Anyway, let me see. So I know we should talk about how Ubisoft announced the Division 3.
Yeah.
Because it's funny that they mentioned it because I was thinking to myself, they said they were gonna drop 2 Division games, and I know one of them they said was free to play, and another was gonna be mobile. Granted, those two might have been the same game, but I remember them saying they were talking about two games. And I think the Division 3, the one that they said was going to be free, I think they said that one was going to be cross-plat. And I said, thank you, Jesus, because they needed to make it cross-plat. The first Division game, I'm not going to hold you. I like the aesthetic. The aesthetic of snowy New York, and it's cold as shit, but you got to kill these niggas.
Yeah.
That was cool to me.
Yeah, it's like it's just sometime after Christmas, or that's when lasting happens. So there's still decorations and stuff still up. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And the thing I didn't like though was how fucking cold it was. Thinking about that, I thought about that. I was like, bro, could you imagine running to your next objective in that cold?
And a blizzard.
It's fucking snowing. The fucking ice on the road. I'm glad they ain't have no like slip feature because that shit would have been so annoying. Oh my goodness.
You know how funny that would be? You're running to cover, you just slip.
Bro. Man,
all combat stops. All combat stops because of it.
Okay, if all combat stopped, that would have been good. But if it was like, hey, you know how you dive roll in the game? Imagine you do that, but you slide. You getting shot at the whole way.
But I just love the idea of like you're in the middle of battle and it's just like, Agent, I need you to go to this area and stack up. And it's like, yeah, you start running and all you just and like just the fucking enemy just stops shooting at you. Like, oh my god, are you okay?
Hell no.
Give me a minute.
Give me a minute.
Oh, I fucking landed off my ammo pack.
Well, on the real, I hope they do. I hope they don't turn it snowy again.
Bro, I like that aesthetic, but that slipping shit would have been fucking crazy.
I wouldn't.
The only reason I don't want the snow back is one of the main reasons why I didn't beat the first game.
And what's that?
Because I like snow. But I'm not the biggest fan of winter. But it's like, nigga, the whole game is winter, and it's like nothing else is snow. There's no rain. There's no fog. There's nothing else. It's just pure snow. That's what I like about it. Two had different elements. You got rain. You got fog. You got the sunny's up. You got nighttime.
Nighttime is not an element.
It's not an element, but still, it looks better at night. It just looks better at night. It's just like nighttime New York with this Hey.
So you said that nighttime is not an element.
Nah, bro, it is, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a fucking magic. I can't damn. No, but I like both ideas. I wouldn't mind in the new one if there was like almost like a change of seasons.
Damn, the game takes place that damn long. The Last of Us, nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be kind of hard to do, though. That'd be kind of hard to do because the game is multiplayer. I don't know.
It's true. I was because like if it wasn't for that, right?
Yeah.
Let's be real. Division agents are just out in the field, just a lot. Like I honestly in the joke I made, like in the headcanon I imagine about Division agents is just that in some of those abandoned apartments, some of them niggas just take up shop there. it just spend the night, which makes it funny because I like to imagine like a guy trying to loot some of because let's be real, if half the people in New York got clapped because of this virus, right?
Yeah.
And the other half become super terrorists with flamethrowers going around killing people or being militaristic. The JTF don't got that many people, and there's only like 6 agents running around New York, and 5 of them are all like in the bureau of like the stock exchange or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna do some looting. Like you just telling me that nobody is going around looking at these massive apartment buildings just being like, nah.
Shit, I'm about to live in one. Fuck you.
Yeah, like let's be real. Someone is living in a high top penthouse suite somewhere with 6 other people because I ain't living on the first 3 floor.
Yeah, I feel that.
And let's be real, someone probably kicked open the door and there was just 6 division agents minding their business. One of them just making breakfast, and they just like, so you better be dropping off the paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm not even gonna after playing the Warlords of New York for the Division 2.
Oh,
I was like, bro, where the fuck is my Division 1 character at?
asleep.
Nigga, asleep where? Nigga, forever? The fuck? Child, bro, I played the Division 1. I ain't beat the motherfucker. I really wanted to, but my homie here ain't want to
I'm
do
sorry.
it. I'm not talking about you.
I mean, if y'all, what system do you have it on?
It's on Xbox. We got it for free.
Yeah. Damn it.
Is it free on PlayStation, nigga?
I don't know.
I'll get it right now if it's free on PlayStation.
Division 1.
Oh. Michael, why the hell you get it on PlayStation? You got it on Xbox.
I said if it's free. I said if it's free, I'll get it on PlayStation.
It probably was free like a long time ago.
Because we don't play anything together. I hope you're ready for the sad part of the podcast. So I'm bringing that sad Naruto swing music. Because we don't play anything like that anymore.
Hey, nigga, that is true as hell. I will hop on PlayStation every blue moon. But that's because I'm usually working.
Yeah, like... And, like, I get it. Like, Alex, we still just need to, if you want to, play Baldur's Gate at some point. It's cross-plat.
I need to still get it.
It is cross-plat.
Yeah, that is true. No, wait, no, I don't think it's cross-plat yet. My bad.
I'm about to say it's supposed to be. I don't know if they put it in there yet, but they're supposed to be.
Yeah, and so I'm over here like... I'd play it with y'all if y'all had it, and I've already played through a good number of the story, so I know some of the decisions that we just need to take.
And you farther than me, that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Because I played it with my friends, and we fucked around and died, nigga. We ain't touched that shit in forever.
So there's that. I mean, there's Division 1 and 2 that Division 2 I have. Oh my god, I have hoard out so hard in those dark zones. A little too much. It got to the point where I would boot it up, go into a dark zone for like 20 minutes, and find some people, which is weird because recently it's been a mixed bag of people that I have met.
Yeah, am I right?
Like there have been some people. Like there was one point where it was just like we were all looking at each other, and the decision was, it's 6 of us, and we just called it an evac chopper to get our stuff out of here. But if we just work together, we can just alleviate this headache. And we all just went, fuck it. Better than trying to kill each other.
True. Nick, you lucky. You lucky as hell, because Division 1 is free. If you have the PlayStation Plus.
I don't have PlayStation Plus. I'm broke. Mm-hmm. Well, I ain't broke. It's just I want to buy it right now.
I feel that. I bought a year, like last year. So.
Nigga, no.
That
and they increased the prices of PlayStation Plus for no reason.
That hurt my soul.
That hurt my heart.
Bro. I'm like, nigga, why? Why did y'all do that?
I think it's a subscription. I have like a subscription thing that usually I just renew it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I got like my fucking what you call it, like my bill, right? Like it sent me an email, and I was like, "Boop, like your PlayStation Plus went through," and I was like, "Cool." I looked at it, and I was like, "What the?" I was like, "How much?" Like I freaked out last night. Like I forgot I had an EA thing going.
Yeah.
So like I will mind you, it was 3 a.m. last night, and all I get is just this notification that just said, "Thank you for your purchase." And I was like, "Oh no!"
I know that shit hurt.
No. I mean, it was like $5, but like
that's
the panic.
Like,
but no, but like just the panic of just like you just getting a random notification that you paid for some
money
when you know you didn't at the middle of the night like that.
I feel that.
Like I was so terrified. I was going into my account. I was about to call PlayStation and my credit card people and be like, "Shut my shit down."
But agent, if we do that, you ain't gonna have a card again.
No, well, I guess I gotta start over. Burned earth. But now, if you get the Division, right?
Yeah. You mean if when I get done downloading it, because I'm downloading that shit right now.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you finish downloading, I will play with you, and I will do a new character.
Well, thank you.
No. Honestly, like, my thing is, we need to play more stuff together.
Well, we played the basics, GTA.
Yeah, and
And that's it. That's the basics. GTA.
well, it's because we got heist, and I can divvy up money between all of us. So,
Yeah.
and like I've been that my nightclub business. Surprisingly enough, if you get into GTA and you buy a nightclub, that 250,000 really be helping your wallet someday.
I believe it.
Yeah, like nah. After I got that, and then the only DLC that I remember having at one point that I felt like was a big kick in the balls, right?
Yeah.
It was the island. Like, I liked the concept of the island, but the idea that I needed to buy a submarine didn't fill me with glee.
Yeah, that was fucking out the blue.
Like, I feel like now there needs to just be a DLC, right?
Yeah.
Or we just get, and it's gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. Where we just get like a TACCOM base somewhere in town
Mm-hmm.
that, like, it starts off being really shitty and dilapidated, but the more you put into it, the better it looks and everything, right?
Yeah.
And it covers everything. I am so tired that if I want to go do a heist, the 1, 2, 3, 4 heist in the Pacific Standard, I gotta go to my apartment. If I want to go do the bunker series stuff, I'm driving all the way up that goofy ass desert, the San Sonora Desert, to go into a bunker. Ooh, I want to go raid the island. Let me get on a boat to go to my submarine.
No.
You know, wait, yes, no, I agree with you.
No. They
It's
won't allow
all,
you. We won't give you freedom to make
you
your own
know,
decisions.
and I feel like it's because GTA is just like, well, you just pull them out in all these different direct. And the bike, now I'm not really upset with the biker stuff because, like, you get a hideout, so that's not the problem. But
The problem is.
it pulls you in too many directions, and you got to go to too many different places, and it just annoys the hell out of me. And also, I would still stay on my theory that we need better houses. I'm so sick and tired of looking at the thing of green juice that's been sitting on my counter since 2010.
Yeah, you're not wrong because I know it has been sitting there for forever. You said 2010, nigga. The game ain't come out till 2013.
Exactly.
Just thought about that. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. Like, I just hate that. I hate it so much. And, like, I wish we had a little bit more offer to when it comes to interior design and housing. I just feel like it's weird that the first thing they gave us was a quadrillion-dollar apartment, but not like a $1 million house. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
And the best you could do was that last update when you could get like a house in the hills, which I had one for a while. I thought I was cute, but after that, but you ever been so like, and this sounds so weird to y'all, right?
Yeah.
I remember there was a point where I had a decent amount of money, and I was so bored with GTA that I just stopped having a high end apartment at one point. I got that burnt out.
Damn.
That's wild.
Like, I know, and like the other thing was, I wasn't even doing the high stuff that came with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I am like a 2 to 3 car person. You know,
Bro, I need 200 cars, bro.
like I didn't have the account to be getting the cars I wanted
Yeah.
because I wasn't going to pay $3 million and then watch some dipshit on a oppressor blow it up. So, like most of my cars were either like city cars that were just boosted up to a level or just one really good car.
Yeah.
That was, it had all the bells and whistles, but I only had to take that thing out for like a certain mission or whatnot. After that, I was just essentially just chilling with like $250,000 and a stoner apartment, and I was just happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds wild, it sounds crazy, but like I don't know. There's just a point where you, when you play GTA for so fucking long, you start getting a bit altruistic with it.
Nigga, that's what I imagine like rich people doing.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, they become so rich, like, bro, what else is there to do in life? They just sell all this shit.
Work at Burger King.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're an oil baron. I know.
Bro, I get to meet so many people, bro. Like,
yeah, it's not that bad. You're an oil baron.
My goodness.
But yeah, GTA. Give it a go. I like the story. I will say that.
Some people like, bro, I thought I liked GTA story. Then I replayed it, and I'm like, I replayed that story like 6 times. My feelings have not changed.
I think the thing about GTA story that gets me, right?
Yeah.
Was this all could have been avoided if people just talked to each other.
True.
And I get Michael where it's like, let's be real, he was probably under the thumb of the FIB when he went undercover.
Yeah.
And I understand that if he probably called Trevor to try to talk to him, Dave Norton would have shut that shit down real quick.
Yep.
But then again, it's Trevor, and Trevor can rival the federal agency for all I fucking care.
I am so done.
But am I wrong?
No.
Like, if I had a friend like Trevor, I would immediately be like, nigga, I'm not dead.
I'm not dead. They took me, but I'm not dead, bro.
Yeah. Not only that, but all that boo-hooing and crying and goofy shit. I mean, I understand all that development just for the both of them to get in the car and be like, man, fuck Brad.
Could you imagine Brad just that's what the fuck I do?
I don't want to fucking hear it.
But Alex.
Oh, that's every time I hear the emotional part, I just think of that clip. Where? I don't want to fucking hear it. This is I'm like, oh.
I mean, there's that. Everything that's going on with Franklin.
Shout out to him. He made it out the hood for real.
You showed Bro, have you ever went back to his auntie's house after like you get the house in the hills? Bro, I went back there one time to see what would happen. And she's like, Franklin, get out of here. He said, this is half my house too. She said, no, not anymore. I was like, well, damn. I couldn't go back in the play. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Well, that's why my house is better.
You want to house the better part.
Yeah. Did him dirty. I was like,
why do they have so many of our tanks?
Because they do. So anyway, but that shit was funny.
Just a death trap. Back up.
Oh Lordy, I can't think of much else for the podcast, bro. But
that is a good question. I can't think of anything else.
It's all right though. We're gonna end it here for today. Been about almost an hour anyway, so it'll work itself out. But we'll what I'm saying, we'll catch y'all later. You know what I'm saying?
And this week's last episode request in the comments, talk about a superhero that you would throw hands with.
Nigga, what?
If you have the ability to throw hands with a certain superhero, let me know. I'm looking at you, Batman.
Okay. Let me know. I'm gonna hit you back. Yeah, yes sir. The hell no. I said you can fight a superhero, bro. Stay away from me.
Leave in the comments which superhero or which supervillain that you would want to throw hands with. I'm looking at you, Norman Osborn.
I feel that.
I'm looking at you.
But anyway, when I catch you, Ricky.
Ooh, when I catch you, Ricky. Ooh, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
When I catch you next time.
Well, we'll
when I catch you, Ricky.
We'll catch y'all later in the We Chillin' Podcast. Till next time.
Bye.